Self love can never be overemphasized. In fact, self love is very underrated. What is self love? Self love is when you appreciate yourself. You constantly appreciate yourself. You prioritize your well being, your happiness. You put it first in all you do. You cannot say you love yourself and you're not appreciating yourself. You're not putting into consideration your well being. You're not constantly giving yourself words of affirmation. Those words that constantly remind you of who you are. Self love is when you're intentional about yourself. You don't need any other person to, you don't need others to validate your self worth. You don't need others to validate your value. That's not me saying that people cannot appreciate you. People cannot tell you, oh, you've done well for yourself. I'm not saying people cannot come to you and tell you, oh my God, you're such an amazing person. You're such an intelligent lady. You're such an intelligent man. But when you constantly, what you don't tell yourself, what you don't see yourself as, others cannot see you as that person or cannot see you as that. So you need to constantly, you know, put yourself first in all you do. In a positive light, you need to constantly tell yourself, go to your books, go back to the drawing board and tell yourself, what have I done? What are my dreams? What are my goals? What are those things I've achieved? Let me start taking the bus. Self love is when you also sit down and tell yourself, okay, what can I do right now to also, put myself in that path of my dreams? Self love is when you wake up in the morning and it's not just business as usual, as a mother, as a sister, as a brother, as a friend, you know, you have to, just business as usual. I have to take my kid to school. I have to do this. You've you've cropped yourself in that light that in the process you lost your own self. Self-love also mean you waking up in the morning and telling yourself, oh, the beautiful lady is up. The intelligent lady is up. Yes, the mover and shaker of the world is up. The lover of God is up. Self love is when you wake up and you decide to take yourself out. You don't need anybody to validate that for you. You're not waiting on any man or any woman to take you out on that day or on a different day for you to feel pampered. You take yourself out and you tell yourself, yes, today I'm taking myself. You dress up for the occasion. Self-love is when you take care of your body. And it does not have to come expensive for you to give yourself self-love. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be in competition with anybody for you to appreciate yourself, for you to give yourself self-love. You don't have to go overboard for you to pamper yourself. Self-love can also be you waking up in the morning and not business as usual that you have to wait till night because you're not going anywhere before you have your bath. You take care of your body. You take care of everything that have to do with you. That is self-love. You cannot pass love when you don't have it. You cannot give what you don't have. You have to constantly give what you have. When you don't love yourself, when you're not happy about yourself, yeah, challenges come, things come. A lot of things make, a lot of people not to, be happy with themselves or be happy with a lot of things. But you still have to prioritize it. A lot of people, actually say that, in the daily words that we hear every time, that challenge is not the finish, problem not the finish. But you still have to prioritize yourself. You love God. You appreciate the handiwork of God in your life, in your family. You have to love yourself. You love to eat a particular thing, and that thing is healthy for you. You love to eat some things. You've been craving for some things. You don't have to wait for anybody. Just like the mentality of a lot of people. If someone cannot get it for me, then I cannot use my money. As cheap as some food are, as cheap as some snacks are, if someone is not getting it for you, you can't get it for you, even when you have the financial strength. That's not self-love. You might be married, you might not be married. You have to still prioritize yourself. Even in marriage, you have to prioritize yourself. Your life cannot just be in circle. If you're not fixing things for your husband, you're fixing for the kids, you're fixing for everybody. Yes, you prioritize all of that. Not like you're not going to, but you have to also value yourself. People will be fine when anything wrong happen to you. The world will adjust. The world will definitely adjust. When you don't value yourself, when you don't take care of yourself, when you don't even care about yourself, how then do you live for those things that you feel is a priority now? It's only the living that can do a lot of things. So you need to prioritize yourself. You're not feeling so great, you're not feeling so well, but you still want to be that James Bond to get everything done at the same time. You need to prioritize yourself. You still need to take care of yourself. Create a day, create some time, create some time out for yourself. That is self-love. There was you before every other thing came. You need to be mentally stable. Your mental health state is very, 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 very important. At times, you just have to clear it all out. If you don't clear it all out, it's going in no time is going to be overwhelming, and that might break you down. That is why a lot of people get into depression. Depression is real. You need to take some steps back. Go back to the drawing board, sit down, talk to yourself. Don't allow what the society, what they've stereotyped to put you in a particular position. People will always talk. So long you're doing the right thing, you're being positive about whatever thing you're doing the right thing. It's not like you're doing the wrong thing and you're expecting something amazing in your life. No, the world will always talk. Appreciate yourself. A lot of people today go under the knife, not because of self-love, but just because of what the society have said, what a neighbor or what a friend, what a family member have said. People will always have opinion. But what do you want? That thing you want, is it something that will be beneficial to your life? I'm not saying people cannot suggest stuffs to you. And that also go a long way to show the people in your circle. You have to keep your circle small. And at the same time, while keeping your circle small, those people have to be people that that are very, very sensible. People that understand. There's no manual to how you have to live, but you have God. Talk to your maker. If the stuff is overwhelming, don't allow anybody come out there and they're telling you how fat, how big, how tiny, how that you are, suggesting stuffs to you. You have to love yourself first. Drop all of the insecurities. Love yourself, appreciate yourself. You're thin, you're fat, you're short, you're tall. It doesn't matter. Talk to yourself. If you're going for the exercise, it's because you're prioritizing yourself. You want it. Not because anybody is body shaming you. People will always talk. And for those that body shame people, well done. You should have trophies by now. You run people into depression. You run people into doing what they don't want to do. Why? Because you think you have opinions about their life. The same people, have you not watched that the world is so insatiable? When you're thin, they tell you're too thin. When you're fat, they tell you're too fat. Chubby, they tell you're too chubby. Tall, they tell you're too tall. Short, people will always talk. So why are you then going to, buy yourself over that? Or give yourself unnecessary stress or pressure over that? People will always talk. The moment you know that, you know peace. Give yourself the best of love you can give to yourself. And it's also so funny that some ladies put to bed is even their own husband that body shames them. A woman go through all of that and you come out to body shame the woman. May God forgive you. For you do not know what you're doing. Ladies, men, prioritize yourselves. Love yourself. You can only pass what you have. You can never give what you don't have. I remain your girl, Lilia. Do me well to like, share this video and follow. I love you. Love yourself.